The other coach I like to ask Bengals about is offensive line coach Jim McNally.
Let me tell you, man, Jim McNally is, I believe, and like I said, I don't know every coach in the league, but I thought he was the best offensive line coach I've ever been around. He was a teacher. You know, he got right down in the thick of things with that offensive line. And he showed them, he taught them. I think that's why those guys respected him. They respected him so much that they would go to war for him. It's the same way with Dick LeBeau. We would go to war for these coaches. None of these coaches, they didn't chew us out. They didn't disrespect us. They coached us. They teached us. And I think that, you know, if you're a coach today, quit coaching your kids. Teach them. Teach them the fundamentals of football. And that's how we learned the game back in the day. We were taught more than coached. And when you're taught the game, most likely you're going to play the game pretty well. And Jim was, let me tell you, man, he's a funny character. I follow him on Facebook. And every now and then I see something on Facebook. He's up there working out, doing some push-ups or some chin-ups. And I'm thinking, dude, what are you doing? You're 100 years old. Go back and relax. So, yeah, he's a character, man, and he is a good dude. He was a great coach.
Having Dick LeBeau your entire career as your defensive coordinator, then the coaching change in that 92 season, was it tough going to a different defensive coordinator?
Yeah, it was. And I think when I look back at that, because I had Ron Lynn coming from San Diego, Cincinnati, and Ron's style of defenses wasn't like Dick LeBeau's. You know, Ron, and I knew I wasn't going to be there. Ron had started changing things around. He wanted, and the league as well started changing because they started going to four wides instead of a true fullback, tailback, tight end. Ron wanted smaller, maybe taller, just because I'm still, I'm 6'4", but I think he wanted size-wise. I think he went, 180, 190 pound safeties who could run the 4.4s, who could walk up to the line of scrimmage and cover a receiver out in the flats or cover one-on-one. And that wasn't David Fulcher's game. I'm 235 pounds playing strong safety where, I'm ready for the running game. And now the league is going to passing. And when he started switching things around, I knew my time was up here in Cincinnati, which it kind of, rubbed me the wrong way because, when you're going to change, sometimes change is good. But when you're bringing in another player who is learning to play in the NFL, not football, but to be in the NFL, you need somebody to groom him as a player, because that's what happened to me when I came in with Bobby Kemp, even though I started that year. But you need to groom people, a la Ronnie Lott. Ronnie Lott, when Ronnie played in San Francisco, whoever that, I don't even remember the name of the player who came in and wound up taking Ronnie's spot, but Ronnie played a couple more years past his time in San Francisco to groom that kid who was playing behind him. And Cincinnati didn't see it that way. It was, we don't need you. You make too much money. We got to let you go. And, yeah, they let me go, man, with no explanation, no warning. It was, I practiced, and normally when you're released, I know in Cincinnati, if a person gets cut, he gets cut on Sunday night, so he's not there Monday morning or Monday at all. I woke up Monday morning and practiced. And when practice was over, they wanted to talk to me. And I'm thinking, you made me go to a 2-hour practice, maybe run gassers, and now you cut me. And, Mike Brown told me it was business and nothing pleasure. And I will never forget that. But, I knew there was going to be a time where my day was numbered, but didn't know it was that time. So, yeah, new coach comes in, new defensive coordinator comes in. He changes a lot, and if you're not part of his change, you got to go.